So, Sammy, I'm going to direct this next question to you because the activities, as you talked about earlier, they're both at a board level, they're at a tactical level. Maybe talk a little bit in your experience as you've worked with so many companies, maybe with some of the leading retailers that you come across, what some of the things that those are doing today, as well as those who may not be far along in their journey, some things they can think about to get started in the adoption of weather and climate analytics.
Yeah, sure. Happy to. And I'm going to keep using the word data because I'm a big data geek. But, you know, what I find interesting is when you talk about leading retailers, I think what they're doing is they're leveraging this data that exists. I mean, when you think about it, we've got sales data, we've got credit card transactions, we've got, you know, inventory data, et cetera. And we have this weather data that's sitting out there. We've got tremendous analytics that Plan Analytics has done. And what I've seen leading retailers do is really take advantage of that, right? The ones that are actually using that data, embedding it into their operations, using it in a real-time basis, because it's out there, right? Ironically enough, we do it in our day-to-day world, right? We do it. My wife's loves looking at the weather app probably about 8 times a day. But anyways, but it influences what I wear, what I buy, why would I not do that as a business? Because that information is there. I think for the companies that are struggling with it, I think often it feels this is too much. Like this is a lot of work and there's a lot of effort. And I'm going to use the other buzzword of the year is AI, and I think one thing that AI has done for us, it's made things simpler. Now, I'm not going to push the magic hype button. It's not going to magically solve anything with a push button. But what I think it has done is it has simplified our ability to analyze this, connect the data, solve some of the messy data quality issues, democratize that data so that people can access it, in a much easier format. They can interact with it. They can chat with it, whatever the case might be. So I think part of this is showing real life examples of where, even at a micro level, whether it's an individual, location, region, or transaction or product, can actually be useful. And then by that, building that change. I mean, what's interesting to me is that the business case sort of writes itself. It's just taking advantage of that business case is, I think, what most people have a hard time, making that leap of faith, for lack of a better word. But honestly, it's not a big leap with the data that's already available and investments that we're already making around, consumer expectations in AI.